I'm now at the start of the ride. My next stop is Eccleshaw, and then I'm going to push on through to Chester, and when I get to Chester I'm going to turn and head over to Knutsford, and then Knutsford down to Middlewich, Middlewich down to Keele, and Keele back to here, which is Mere Heath. I chose to go overnight because it's 9 o'clock in the evening now, to avoid the heat of the day, which is horrific today. However, there is a high risk of thunderstorms in the Chester area, which will be around the midnight, 1 o'clock for me. See you in a little bit. Okay, so it's just literally started to rain, and there's lightning and thunder going on all around me, and I'm going to get the waterproof on and probably just stand or shelter under this tree for the next, I don't know, 20 minutes, half an hour, see what the rain does. Give you an update later. Okay, update is absolutely tipping it down. I'm not sure you can hear the rain in the microphone, but it sounds proper, almost like a tropical rainstorm. I'm getting very, very wet. Okay, so I've been standing for about 15 minutes now, and if anything the storm's getting closer. The thunder's much lighter and the lightning's getting more bright at the end of the lane. There's not much I can do apart from just stand and wait till it passes over, and we'll go from there. Well, I'm not the only person out tonight in the thunderstorm. There's a local chap just cycled past me on his e-bike. Just been to the pub with a few mates, had a meal, and he got caught out in the thunderstorm. What did you say his name was? Neil Cook. He lives about a quarter mile down the road. Nice guy, he offered to put me up for the night. Update over. Okay, sounds like the storm itself has passed over. The thunder is starting to move away, but the lightning is still very, very close. I can see it feels like it's only 50 metres away, but it's probably 10 miles or so. I think the rain is starting to die down a little bit, so we can give it another 5 minutes or so, and then probably push on and take a gamble. I'll give you an update, let you know what happens. Okay, that was a little bit scary, to say the least. I've just come probably about 2 miles, if that, and as I come along, the roads are little rivers. At one point the water was over the top of my wheels, so I had to push me by. The lightning was really, really close. It felt like it was hitting the road in front of me, the fields either side of me, and on one of the roads there were 3 trees which had been felled, I'm assuming, by the lightning. So I'm not quite got, hang on, what have we got here? I've got 19.7 miles in 2.5 hours. I think I'm going to give it another half an hour or so here. I'm not quite in Market Drayton, about a mile from Market Drayton. And give it half an hour. Hopefully the lightning passed over. The rain's fine, the thunder's fine, it's the lightning. Just don't want to get hit by it. See you soon. Okay, so I'm now sheltering in a tunnel. I think it's the canal going over the top of the road. Much nicer here. The storm is just passing me. The rain is starting to die down. The thunder is starting to drift away into the distance. And there's an odd flash of lightning in front of me, which is the way I want to go. So I'm going to give it another 10 minutes or so, and then I'm going to push on. I'm fairly certain that this ride will DNF, because I'm already nearly 3 hours into the ride and I've only done 20 miles. We'll see. So I'm now at 55 miles at the petrol station. This is on the main Chester road, so it's just outside Chester, and the Chester road will take it across to the M6 over by Alsager. I've just got myself a meal deal, so I'm just going to tuck into that. What's been nice though for the past 10 miles, so from about Bunbury to here, the roads have been fairly dry compared to the first 20 miles where it got rivers and floods on the actual tarmac road. The thunderstorms have disappeared over towards Knutsford, which is where I'm heading to next. So I'm looking forward to catching up the storm again. I've been able to make up some time, so my average speed at the moment is 14.5 or 14.6 miles an hour, and I've been going for 5 hours. I'm 50 miles in, so that's about 10 miles an hour. So if I can keep maintaining this pace, I should be able to get back within the time limit, assuming nothing goes wrong over towards Knutsford with the thunderstorms. I'm just on 80 miles. I've stopped at the services just off the motorway. I'm currently on 8 hours and I've got 78 miles. So if I keep doing what I'm doing, I'll get back within the time limit. Although I suspect that the last 10 miles or so up Keelbank, then up onto Lightwood to Mere Heath, will significantly slow that time. So it's going to be hit or miss whether I get this back within the time limit, and that's because of the thunderstorms we had right at the start of the ride. And I must have spent probably an hour and a half just sheltering from the rain and the lightning. So I'm just going to have a little stop now, a little drink, and then my next stop will be Middlewich, which is about 14 miles from here. Comments on the route over the past 30 miles. There's a big climb out of Halsby. It's not very steep, but it does keep going for quite a long time, and when you think you get to the top, you're actually not. You have to keep going. The descent down the other side is quite nice, and imagine on a clear day there's very nice views across towards Manchester, or maybe towards Wales, depends on how the trees obscure the view. But once you get down and you're on the flatter bits, you can get quite a high speed. I was coming across at 17 miles an hour. In places, I suspect my average would probably be about 50 and a half. I've just arrived at Middlewich. I've literally did the last 14 miles in just under 1 hour, so that's good going. Legs are feeling a bit tired now though. Got 30 more miles to go. I'm anticipating about 9:30. The problem with that is it's 12.5 hours total time, so I'm going to have to find somewhere where I can claw back that half an hour, because I like to be back within 12 hours. In the 14 miles between Knutsford and Middlewich, there are quite a few churches, but most of them it was dark when I passed them, so I didn't stop for photos, and I'm trying to claw back some time. But some of them had some interesting windows, and I think it was at Grewsbury. There was a church with a very ornate, I think it must have been a memorial, but I was going quite quick to see. So if I do this section again, I would like to stop and have a look at some of those churches and monuments on the way past. Just before I go, the next stop for me is about 15 miles from now, which will be Eccleshall, and then that will give me 15 more miles to home. I didn't stop earlier, I just carried on going because I was having a good 5 minutes with the legs, and now I've got to the top of Kill Hill. I'm by the university, and I've got about 9 miles to home. Another 2 climbs, and I'm ready to get home, to be honest with you. The sun's out, making it even more hard work, and it's only 8:30. The roads between Middlewich and here are actually quite nice. The main road from Wigley to Keele is pretty busy this time in the morning, so it might be worth avoiding that in the future. So next stop, 9 miles home. I've made it home. I forgot to do the video recording at the finish line, but I've arrived home 12 hours 15, so only just over the 12 hours, but within the 13-hour window. Not bad considering I spent hours, what feels like hours, sitting under trees and under bridges waiting for the thunderstorms to go past. Glad to be home. Time for a cup of tea and even a chocolate biscuit if there are any. I don't think there will be. Bye for now.